Of the Great Eastern Youth Income S League, and what a night this is going to be for
to Jalambasar. It's the Young Lions up first today. They will be taking on Brunei. Look out for certain players. Isa Halim in the middle of the park works extremely hard. Obedin, not really very much. This is their first ever outing in the S League, but one thing we do know is that they have got a potent strike force. Odogyi scored goals for fun last year with the ball forwards, and straight away Brunei looking to make inroads. Here's Odogyi, plays it wide. It's a nice ball played out to Cyril. Cyril with a cross in. It could be an early chance. Iris Nizam had to be right on his toes there.
It was only a couple of weeks ago where
That's a lovely ball played forward. Sorry, PJ, because there's half a chance here. Aswan into the side netting. Had the opportunity to square it. Just couldn't get control of that ball. And there's a chance here for Jurkovic to push forwards. Rolls it in, and there could be a golden opportunity. Odogyi over the top, but you have to say, PJ Roberts, that should have been in the back of the net, and that was a very well worked passage of play from Brunei. So the Young Lions look to come again. Long range shot coming in, and it was a bit of a tester, and not wanting to take the chance in goal there was Warden. Well, he didn't look the most convincing. There is that loose ball, and this time it's picked up by Farrell. No, there's a chance here. The flag stayed down. Good goalkeeping that time from Warden. Danger not clear yet, though. But that was an awful ball back from Kyril Nissam, and he knows it as well. Anger written all over his face. But you have to say that that was a chance, and not only a chance, a very good chance. Easily by Gabriel Quack inside. Little step out from Isa Halim, and the shot comes in straight down the keeper's throat. But again, Harry Fayman pushing in there. Normally sits just in front of the back four, but found himself very... They have added some quality foreigners this year, that you can be sure of, because it could be a goal here. That's a fantastic save from Iris Nizam, coming out and being brave there at the feet. Keeping possession, does well, finds Rosmin. Gives it back to Jurkovic, flicks it forwards. Odogyi's in behind the defenders. Tried to flick it goal bound and didn't realise how much time he actually had there, because he had time to bring that.
And we can hear Simonic barking heaps of instructions at his team.
Whipped into the near post. It's dangerous. It's come off the shoulder. What a golden opportunity that was then. I think it was the substitute yet again who looked to get on the end of it. Manages to win it back after going to ground, and ball whipped in. Not cleared. Jankovic just wide. Enlightened with the shimmy.
The Australian Football Black Book of Terminology.
Here one, looking to try and put goal by his name. Here he is again, he's in behind. Iwan, unselfish, and it's the young 18-year-old that has the simplest of tap-ins from 2 yards out, and totally against the 45 minutes so far, against the run of play. The Young Lions take the lead through Kyril Nissam, but it was all down to the run-in and the endeavour of the left-back, 21-year-old Iwan Shah, who got fortuitous with the bounce, and it found him back in the box. And how unselfish was that? The way that he just laid it up for Kyril Nissam. That's the Young Lions' first goal of the season, and he won't score an easier one than that, PJ.
Really well worked goal there. Much better play there from Irwan Shah, venturing right into the attacking third. Did the unselfish thing, had plenty of options there in the 6-yard box.
Obedin flicks it wide. Well, it was an absolute 50-50, and a little hamstring's gone there from Goshri. As that ball's whipped in dangerously, and it caught Iris Nizam off his line, but fortunately for him, it was always going wide. That's when Saleh it was, breaking down the left-hand side. But they're creating a little bit of space for themselves here. Brunei, long-range shot comes in, and it looked as though it was palm wide, and it was by Iris Nizam. Again, creating half a yard for himself is Rosman Kamis, who seems to have come into a more central role this second. Isa Halim is far too experienced for that, though.
That's excellent play from Isa Halim.
He did well to draw the two players towards him and keep possession.
Did really well.
Faritz with the ball in. It's a great ball as well. What a golden chance for the golden boy. Kyril Nissam could have made it too. My, oh my. How many more chances do they need to get back onto the field of play at the moment? Thumb goes up, that means he will be allowed back on shortly. The ball whipped in, it's a great ball to the far post. Free header back across goal. Cleared off the line by Issa Halim. And he really is leading his side here. Wonderful defensive clearance from him. Could have put his arm there. Somehow managed to get his leg up to clear that ball. But that should have been coming from the defender. Long range shot comes in and fired just over the top. But again, the substitute, Abu Bakar, looks to have made a certain amount of an impact since he's come on. The 24-year-old on the left-hand side. Well, that was an absolute no-nonsense challenge.
Really needed a switch of play there. Eugene Lowerson, plenty of space on the right-hand side.
Well, there's 3 yellow shirts over here, and it's managed to find its way to Hardy. Hardy's got time and space. What a goal! What a goal! We said about late drama, and oh my goodness, can you believe the substitute, Abu Bakar, made the run to the far post, a magnificent ball in with the outside of the foot from Hardy, and what a finish from Abu Bakar. And the Brunei fans are in 7th heaven.
Absolute inexperience there from the young Lions. They've picked the ball up, they've aimed to get bodies forward on the counter-attack, and then it's on this area of the park for Ritz. He's the right fullback, he's off the field. The young Lions fail to adjust. It's a beautiful ball in from Hardy, take nothing away from the finish. And that player, Abu Bakar, he really has been an absolute live wire since he's come on, and a fantastic finish. The young Lions seem to have it in the bag, a bit of inexperience. And what a result here. Friday night football at Jalan Besar. Geez, you gotta love it.
And there is the final whistle. Oh my. They don't come more dramatic than that. That was literally the last kick of the game. So Brunei, DPMM will go back very, very happy. They have played their first game in the Great Eastern Yos S League 2009. It has finished the Young Lions 1, DPMM FC 1, but dramatic circumstances surrounding the finish of that game. Let's just take a little look back at those highlights, because it was Brunei, DPMM, to be fair, PJ, that did have the better of the opportunities and should have really have won.
Particularly in that second half. For all the possession that the young Lions did have in the middle section of the second half, they really failed to create any true goal-scoring opportunities. Here was the young Lions.
That was the opening goal. Khairul Nissam in the 44th minute. And then the second half started, and Brunei, DPMM, looked to try and fire themselves forwards again.
Well, they were just playing with plenty of urgency, really trying to throw bodies forward. They raised the intensity. It was that player there that came on. Abu Bakar really was a little live wire. Plenty of shots on goal, but I can't seem to think back to the lack of experience that the young Lions exhibited, particularly when they conceded that last goal. It's going to be a very important learning experience for them.
Here is the goal. Hardy with the outside of the right foot to the far post. Unfortunately, the man that had, well, what has to be a man-of-the-match performance, Issa Halim, couldn't get near him. But that was the final goal in the 3rd minute of stoppage time. Here are the stats for you. Obviously, 1 goal apiece. But just look at the second line there, the shots tally. 10 shots on goal for the Young Lions, 19 from DPMM. They will feel a little bit aggrieved that they didn't take all 3 points in their first ever S League game. They had 60% of possession as opposed to the Young Lions 40%. And there is our man of the match, the RHB Bank man of the match for today. Issa Halim, what a magnificent performance from him. And if he carries on playing like that, it will be the first of many for this season, that you can be sure of. Well, we hope that you've enjoyed Friday night football as much as we have. You always know that there's drama at the final minute of the first half, and 3 minutes into stoppage time of the second half at the Jalan Besar Stadium, it finished the Young Lions 1, DPMM 1.